K2SJP, standing by for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net.
KJ5BWB also standing by for the Flyers Club Net.
This is K4YDB for the Air Force Flyers. Net will begin in 12 minutes. Net begins in 12 minutes. Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo.
K4YDB, this is K2SJP. Good morning and Happy New Year to you, Bob.
Yeah, big Happy New Year to you, Bob. You're sounding great. Are you back at the inland residence? Or are you out at holiday and you're a 15 over here today?
Okay, you're the same, real strong. And the beam is still at about 30, 35 feet. We still don't have the winch fixed yet.
Okay, well, guess what? You don't need it. Very good, Bob. Happy New Year to you. K4YDB standing by for the Flyers in 11 minutes.
K4YDB, KJ5BWB. I was wondering if I'm reaching net control this morning.
TPT, very good. Good copy on you. And who is the second station trying to reach net control? Go ahead.
Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo Whiskey Bravo, is Willie in Belton.
Hey, Willie, good morning to you. Got you on the list there shortly. And Happy New Year to both of you gentlemen.
Happy New Year to you as well, Commander. And you're swinging a S9 here. Good signal into Belton, Texas. Standing by for the net.
Very good, Willie. K4YDB, standing by for the Flyers in the new year.
Good morning, Bob. KF7GJO is standing by for the net.
AG5PT on the base here. Gonna go make some coffee and I'll be ready for the net. Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo.
I got you loud and clear. Good morning, PTX. Get some coffee. We'll see you in a little bit.
test, November X-ray 6 Romeo Golf, test out.
W5ABI.
Morning, Joe. Thank you for the report. I didn't happen to look real quick on the receiver to see what you were doing, but copying by the SDR is quite well.
Okay, thanks for the report, Bob. W5ABI, standing by for net.
This is Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo. The Air Force's Flyers Club Net will begin in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Check in for
Yeah, got you fine here, Frank. Pretty good audio. Sometimes you sound a little bit muffled, but I don't hear that today. Good power to S9.
K4YDB in for GYY. Yeah, you hit me with a good strong S7. And actually, the muffle's probably coming from, I'm a little hoarse today. I'm not really sure why, but these things happen from time to time. In for GYY, standing by for the net.
Okay, I get everything else, but I'm not hoarse yet, I don't believe. Anyway, Happy New Year to you, Frank. Good to hear you, Chief. K1BLB starting here shortly.
Hello? Anybody here?
Well, I am. There's W5PIX. Who's that asking the question? This is W5PIX. WA6LJS. Standing by for the Flyers, starting in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, just about 20 over, John. K4YDB, thanks for getting done.
Yeah, you too, Bob. You're 20 over. WB2, JJO. New Jersey, standing by for the Flyers, sir. Who's the New Jersey station? What's the call sign? WA6LJS. Good morning, John. It's Ray, WB2, JJO. With Bravo 2, Juliet, yourself? Okay, we got you on the list already, Ray. Very good. Copying you about a 5-6 or so. I'll be standing by, WA6LJS.
Can you transmit down on Echo Link?
Yeah, I just caught it.
Good morning. This is Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo, and a happy new year to all the Flyers out there. I am Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo. Name is Bob. I'll be your net controller today on this first day of the year. My location is 30 miles north of Boise, Idaho, in the Idaho West Central Mountains. I'd like to thank the POTUS station, if you're still out there, from 2 area. I didn't quite get the full call sign, for graciously giving up the frequency this morning and allowing our members to go uninhibited by having to move frequencies, which could be hard to do sometimes. Anyway, the Flyers Net meets every day of the year on 14290. We are on Echo Link. If you'd like to join us after the net, we'll have a wrap-up on Echo Link. That's on the AFFC link, AFFC on Echo Link node. We are also, you'll hear us on the Utah SCR2. Most everybody comes in pretty good on there, or your choice of SPR if you need to listen on another means available. We are on NetLogger currently with 19 check-ins this morning so far. You can see the list there and see if we have you on the list. Also, we may be being streamed today, I'm not sure, by K4YDB. If you'd like to see the stream, listen to us, and garner a little other information. You'll also see NetLogger there. It's on YouTube, live stream usually. And go to search, YouTube search, and put in Kilo 4 Yankee Delta Bravo. That's Charlie's call sign, K4YDB, and you can get it all there with maybe 2-second delay on it. Anyway, with that, the Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired, from all services air branches. So very much like to welcome visitors to the net. You don't need to be involved with the military or aviation to check in. Please visit our website at www.airforcesflyersclub.org. Our website is Air Forces, plural, Flyers, plural, club.org. Learn a lot about us. Well, our net format is, we'll go once down the initial check-in list, which I'll give momentarily here. We'll make a second call for check-ins and go to a 73 round. There will be a question today for discussion of events that occurred in the year 2023. Try to take a guess. Hopefully we'll get some discussion. Please try and limit your comments to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That way we can go through a complete first round and go to a second round. We should be able to do that today. This is a directed net. To contact net control, that's K4YDB today, please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in as required. We're a national net and scope, and we have relays across the country. We'll get you in one way or another. With that, on the list so far this morning, we have Don, K0ZNC in Longmont, and he's going to be relayed in by WA6LJS via Echo Link, since he no longer has the radio where he's at.
Next on the list, we have John from Peoria, Arizona, W7AJN. Good morning to you, John. Next, we have 10-5, Bravo Echo. That is indeed Lee in Arlington, Texas. Good morning to Lee. From Pleasanton, California, we have the Professor and his dog Schroeder. That's NX6RG. Good morning, Bob. Also from California, down the other bottom end there, WA6LJS in Hamul, outside of San Diego. Good morning, John. Thanks for the help this morning, doing the net logger this morning. Good of you. Let's see, we've got Bob from Florida, I guess. K4YDB, sounding good today, Bob. You always sound good. From Las Cruces, we've got Joe. Big signal today, Joe. W5ABI. Good morning again to Joe. From Cartersville, there is Charlie. K4YDB. Good morning, Charlie. Let's see. From Moss Point, we've got Doug. That's K0YP. And a good morning again to you, Doug. From Belton, Texas, we got Willie. KG5, Bravo, Whiskey, Bravo. Good signal this morning, Willie. My radio timed out there. I got to figure out how to get rid of that. Okay, where was I? We had Willie in Belton, Texas. Next we have Ray in WB2 JJO in Petersburg, New Jersey. Good haul up to there, Ray, but I heard you this morning. From Olive Branch, we have Jim in Mississippi, KF5 TPT, Jim in Olive Branch. And we also got Jim. Look at these guys. One's Jim M. Harris and one's Jim M. Those are different last names. Oh boy, can that get confusing? And look how close their call signs are. We've got Jim in Belton, Texas, KG5PTE. Okay. That mixed me up. I know it. Let's go to Bowling Green. We've got Chief Frank, KF5KY. Good morning again, Frank. We've got our Vice Commander in Mineola, Texas. Good morning, Dale. That is W5OG. And from Rancho Palos, California, Dave's checked in before, and his call sign is KD6UMC. KD6UMC. Good morning, Don. Let's see. I guess Frank twice. Well, let me go with N4GYY. That is Frank in Louisville, Kentucky. Good morning, Chief Frank. And I'm confusing myself here sometimes. We've got Cliff, W5PIX in Texas, in Bulverde. Let's see. Next we have Greg in Madison, Alabama. That's N4GV. Good morning to Greg. We've got from San Antonio, Don. And that is November Tango 5, Quebec. NT5Q. Good morning to Don in Texas. And from White Lake, we've got Rich, Minnesota. KB8OBG. KB8OBG. Those are who I have on the list this morning. If I have not mentioned your name already, I'd like you to check in with your call sign, name, and location, please. Slowly and phonetically.
W4PUO, Lee in Belleville, Texas.
Okay, good morning to Lee, W4PUO. Good morning again. Happy New Year to you, Lee. Any other check-ins that I have not already mentioned this morning? Any other check-ins? Please come now.
KF7GJS.
Was that you, Carl, GJO?
Affirmative.
KF7GJO. Okay, Carl, we've got you on the list. A little light here because we're so close, but I've got you, Carl. You're consistent. And any other check-ins for the Air Force flyers, please come now.
Kilo Bravo 8, Kilo Echo India.
Okay, I got a big strong signal from Kilo Bravo 8, Kilo Echo India. And name and location, sir.
My name is Jim. Juliet Indian Mike, 2 cases of Summertown, Tennessee.
Okay, Tennessee, you've landed on the Air Force Flyers Club net there, Jim, and welcome and good morning. Can you hang around a while?
No, just standing out there, but just wish everybody Happy New Year and a safe one.
Okay, well, we'll give you a call out if you're still there when we get to your name there towards the bottom this morning. And one more time, any other check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net? K4YDB calling. Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's go out to Florida. Let's try Bob with a stunted antenna, K2SJP. Bob, would you please give a call out from the east?
Wilco, this is K2SJP relay for net control, calling any members or guests for the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Please come now. Nothing heard, Bob.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Nothing heard here. Well, it's going to make it hard for John. Let's have him do it anyway. WA6LJS from the West Coast. John, would you throw out your hook, please?
Wilco, and I move NT52 up to short timer. He was a short timer, Bob. So I moved him up in the list. This is WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Monday morning Air Force Flyers net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. Now, a little QRM is all I heard, but nothing on our frequency. Go ahead, Bob.
Roger, Roger. And thank you, John. This is K4YDB. Before we start the net, is there anybody on the list today? Anybody on the list today that requires an early out? Please come now with your call sign.
And K2SJP.
Okay, who is the November Golf Station? Okay, Greg, we're going to move you to the top of the list with an early out there towards the top of the list, and we also have K2SJP as requiring an early out also. Are there any others that need an early out? Okay, nothing heard. With that, I'd like to wish everybody a very happy New Year and another successful year for the Air Force Flyers here as we only tend to grow. So it's been a lot of fun this year, and I want to thank everybody that joins us and adds to the conversation, and especially our net controllers and the folks that do all the extra little jobs like net logger, the YouTube stream, which is K4YDB. Thanks, Charlie. That was the new addition this year. And so with that, I'm going to reflect on the year here slightly with a question. It'll be 5 true or false statements. I have 5 true or false, 1 through 5, statements pertaining to this last year of 2023. And the first statement is, true or false now, the Airbus A380 may be the largest commercial jet, but something far larger is taking to the skies with approval from the FAA already for flight testing. Statement A, the Airbus A380 may be the largest current commercial jet, but something far larger is taking to the skies. Approval from the FAA for flight testing has been approved. Statement 2. The first of 2 SpaceX missions to take to the skies this last week on the 28th was a Falcon Heavy rocket carrying the U.S. military's very secretive X-37B space plane. Statement 2. The first of 2 SpaceX missions to take to the skies this last Thursday was a Falcon Heavy rocket carrying the U.S. military's highly secretive X-37B space plane. Break. This is K4YDB. Statement 3, true or false. During those Falcon launches, SpaceX missions, one of the SpaceX Falcon 9 boosters from the December 28th launch tipped over after landing on its drone ship while being transported back to Cape Canaveral due to rough waters and turbulent winds. Statement 3. One of the SpaceX Falcon 9 boosters tipped over after landing on its drone ship while being transported back to Cape Canaveral due to rough waters and turbulent winds. Statement number 4, true or false? The Joint Information and Communications Warfare Command was announced in 2023 at a closed Joint Chiefs meeting. This new Joint Command will report to the Secretary of Defense and will have responsibilities including misinformation, artificial intelligence, exploitation of enemy info systems, and satellites. Statement 4. The Joint Information and Communications Warfare Command was announced in late 2023 in a closed Joint Chiefs meeting. This new Joint Command will report to the Secretary of Defense and will have responsibilities including misinformation, AI, exploitation of enemy information systems, and satellites. And the last statement, number 5. Stay patient with me. The last one, number 5, true or false? The first extra-large underwater drone was delivered to the U.S. Navy this year after a series of successful sea tests. The first extra-large underwater drone was delivered to the U.S. Navy this year after a series of successful sea tests. Well, there you have it. True or false? Do you dare? For extra credit, though, I know some of you know this. What's the highest grossing movie? The highest grossing movie of 2023 for extra credit. Okay, let's go to the top of the list. This is K4YDB. Let's go out to Don because he's waiting on Echo Lake, basically, and because he normally gets these answers right. So let's go out to Don. Don got the first one to get it right yesterday. Only 3 got the answer right for those that weren't here. So, John, would you please bring in K0ZNC?
Wilco, stand by. Okay, Don, you're up. WA6LJS over to K0ZNC simul.
Money
WA6LJS, back to net.
Okay, John and Don, thank you very much. And my phone always goes offline just when I need it the most. I guess that happened to you, John. Very good. Quick recovery. And Don, thank you. Got your answers as all are true. I believe you said from your college days. Go with the first thing that comes through your mind. And you had a positive thing flash through your mind. So all true. Very good, Don. And I will give you a 73. I'll give you a call later just in case you're there, because I know you can't control all the events there with meetings and things. So with that, let's go. We'll give you a 73 just for now, though, Don. Let's go out to San Antonio, and that would be Don, another Don, NT5Q. Good morning, Don. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
K4YDB, this is NT5Q. Good morning to you and all the Flyers, and Happy New Year. Let's see, uneventful night last night. We didn't do any partying or celebration. A neighbor did, but there was fireworks and everything else in the neighborhood, but that's typical for outside of San Antonio. Let's see on the question. An interesting way to start the year, and I'm going to go with all true, because they all made sense, or at least I thought they made sense. And as far as the bonus question, I think it's Barbie. You know, it was funny because the wife and I went to a movie in one of those, 10-theater Metroplexes or whatever they call them now. And we went to see a different movie, but the line for the Barbie movie, which was showing on like 3 screens, was phenomenal. The place was so pink you couldn't get through it all. So I'm going to say Barbie is the bonus question today. Over.
Okay, very good. Don, I've got all true. And Barbie. Could it be Barbie? Okay. Thank you, sir. And a good morning to you, and a 73 for now. Hopefully we'll get to hear you tomorrow. Let's go out to Greg in Madison, Alabama. That's N4 Golf Victor. November 4, Golf Victor. Good morning, Greg. You're up for the net, sir. Okay, Greg, very good, and we've got your answer, true, false, true, I believe, and Top Gun Maverick. Very good, Greg, and a 73 to you, sir, and a Happy New Year. Let's go out to Bob. Thanks for the help this morning, Bob. K2SJP, you're up, Bob.
K1BOB, this is K2SJP, and Happy New Year to all you guys on here, members and guests. And let's see, we have 57 degrees over here right now. A little bit chilly, sun shining, but real cold tonight. We were down in the high 40s. Yep, this is Florida. We get some cold weather, and it's probably going to get a lot colder. We still have our tower down. We're leaving to go over to Harbor Freight. Anybody that wants to get anything good at Harbor Freight, they're giving 25% off on anything in the store with their coupon, which is online. And I need some things, and I need especially a punch set, which I thought I had. I looked all over the place for and couldn't find. And my son probably has it over at his other house. I wouldn't doubt it. But in any case, they have them there for $10. A big set of pin punches. And I have to be able to punch the pin out of the worm gear on the winch in order to replace the parts. The parts all came in, so we need the pin punches real bad to be able to get that pin out. We tried to get it out by other means, and it did not work. So that's where we're running over to Harbor Freight today, and Today is the last day of the 25% sale, and they have loads of other coupons. Good alkaline batteries and everything at about 1/3 the price you might pay in Walmart. On the question, okay, number one, the A380 is the largest. I would say the answer is going to be false as to anything that's being developed or has been developed commercially. So I'll go with false for number one. On the SpaceX mission, I'll go with true for that. The tilted over, I'll go with true for that. I remember seeing that in our bulletin. The joint will report to the Secretary of Defense. That will be true. And first underwater drone, I'll go with true on that. And definitely Barbie on the movie, the top movie. I saw it. It was kind of cute, especially I forgot her name, but the one that played Barbie, very cute. So it was nice to watch. And she also played one of the flight attendants in the Pan Am series that you may have seen 2 years ago. There were a whole bunch of series that did not continue, and she was one of the she played one of the flight attendants, and she looked real good. So back to you, Bob. Happy New Year to all, and we'll say 73s, and we may be on tonight's Echo Link. K4YDB, thank you for running it, Bob. K2SJP.
Okay, K2SJP. Very good assertive answer there, Bob. And the A380, undisputed ruler of the skies. This is coming from a 747 pilot, and he also has a soft side. He has seen the movie Barbie. Most guys wouldn't admit that, Bob. I don't know. Let's see. Well, we're going to move on. Good to hear you there, Bob. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, I hope. And Happy New Year to you and the missus. Let's go to way over the other side, about as far away as you can get, in Peoria, Arizona, and that would be John. W7AJN. Good morning, John. You're up for the Flyers, sir. Whiskey 7, Alpha Juliet November. John, W7AJN. You're up for the next. Okay, we'll try him later. And let's go out to Arlington, and that's Lee. N5BE. Has Leon seen Barbie? I don't know. Let's find out. Lee, good morning.
K1BOB N5BE. No, I have not seen Barbie. I don't know if that's an indicator of the state of the country or what, but no, I didn't. And Bob, SJP, my wife, when I was dating her, she was all set up to go to Pan Am flight attendant school down there in Florida, and the whole aviation industry is crashing there in the 70s. So I was third choice. Number one was getting back with a guy named Bob, by the way, who had a Piper Cherokee and a motorcycle and that everything. That was number one, getting back with him. Number two was Pan Am flight attendant, and that was number three. So I guess I don't know what I did to go from 3 to 1, but we're still here after coming up on 51 years. So I was trying to think of a story to start off the year, and I just, it's one of these things when you do something and you think back on it, you go, boy, that was dumb. And it was a beautiful day in April, And winter was probably on its last legs. It was in the 70s. We decided to take all the admin crew up in the helicopter and, pin the doors back on the Huey. And so we're flying around this big cloud, nipping the cloud with a rotor blade, oohing and ahhing. And what comes up, coming the other way around the cloud? 4 Marine A4s. 2 went above us, 2 went below us. And we decided that there may be more people running around this big old cloud, so we dumped it and went down on the deck and didn't say much on the intercom after that. So that's my story to kick off the year. How to do dumb things when you're young. Bob, everything you say on these questions, you say with such conviction. So it's hard to decipher it. You do that very well. I'm going to go with false, true, 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 false, because I don't know. And I'll go with Barbie, dear Lord. So, all right, K1BOB, N5BE.
N5BE. I've never been convicted. Lee, I've never been convicted. I haven't seen Barbie yet. K1BOB. Very good, Lee. Let's see. John is still thinking about your answer. And we're going to move on to NX6RG, the professor. Good morning. How's Schroeder doing today, Bob?
Good morning, Bob. K1BOB. This is NX6RG. Good morning, Bob. Good morning to all the flyers. Yeah, little Schroeder's doing fine. Survived the holidays and survived New Year's Eve, so he's doing good. You really have some interesting questions here. I'm pretty sure the A380 is the biggest airliner built, and I don't know that, I think after the experience of the economics of operating it, I don't think anybody's planning anything bigger. So, I'm going to go with false on number 1. I'll go true for number 2, true for number 3, and I'm going to say false on number 4. I might be wrong about that, but there's some things about that don't make sense, so I'm going to say false on number 4. And number 5, I don't know about the name, but I do know that an underwater drone was delivered, so I'm going to go with true on number 5. So false, true, true, false, true is the way I see it. I don't know. And for the movies, I don't know. I guess the Barbie movie has been mentioned, and that's possibly a biggie. I know out here it seemed to be pretty popular, so just put me down for Barbie. I guess, if you like seeing movies in pink or whatever, you'll love that movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Anyway, with that, I'll be here till the bottom of the first round, but I'll say 73s. I do have some errands I've got to run right now. So we'll say 73s and a Happy New Year to all the flyers. And I'll listen out for the answer, Bob. K1BOB, NX6RG.
NX6RG, K1BOB. Excellent, Bob. Good answer. Well thought out there. And John's got your answers recorded here. False, true, true, false, true. For those who don't have NetLogger, where you can see the answers. The things we do to help folks out. Anyway, 73, Bob. Let's go to John. Thanks for doing the NetLogger, John. And the link there for Don. WA6LJS. John, good morning and a Happy New Year.
Okay, Bob. Thank you. K1BOB. This is WA6LJS. Good morning and Happy New Year to the net. And boy, you're hitting 30 over right now, now, Bob. Interesting conditions today. And NX6RG was down only about an about an S6 here for some reason. You know, you can never tell. Anyway, let's see. It's 49 degrees here with kind of cloudy. There is some patches of blue, but kind of cloudy there. Oh, answer to the question. All right, I'm going to go with false, true, 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 true. So I'm saying that they're all true except the first one about the A380 is false. And other than that, nothing else going on here. So I will be here to the bottom, and we'll simul Don for you if he's still in there at the end there. Back to you, Bob. K1BOB, WA6LJS.
Very good, John. We've got all your answers there. You think that first one's false, huh? Okay. Let's leave John for now, Hamul, and let's go out to Las Cruces. That's Joe, W5ABI. Good morning and Happy New Year to you, Joe. You're up for the net. W5ABI. Joe, you're up.
W5ABI, you're up, Joe. WA6LJS relay.
Sorry, Bob. W5ABI. Let me turn down the SDR. Okay. I thought I heard my name called, and I was on the other end of the room. Anyhow, Happy New Year to all the flyers.
I'm not hearing anything out of you.
We don't get much sleep on
I've got him.
here. The fireworks go on till about 2:30 in the morning. It's against the city ordinance here, but we don't enforce it, so that anyhow, it's 2 days that we don't get much sleep for 4th of July and New Year. So anyhow, that's what we are today. Let me see the answer to the question. I'm going to go with false, number 1, true, number 2. Number 3, I'm not sure about 4, but I'm going to go with false. I've never heard of that. I could be wrong. Number 5, I'm going to go true. And I'm sure that Barbie was the biggest movie this year. I'm pretty sure it was Barbie. Anyhow, we'll be around to the bottom. Funny thing, propagation's kind of funny today. I'm only copying John, LJS, on the SDR, and Bob, RG, is about 15 over, so who knows. Anyhow, thanks for running the net, Bob. K1BOB, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, my pleasure running the net, and thank you, and you're coming in a good S7, S8 here, very clear. And yeah, the propagation is a bit weird. Okay, John's got your answers recorded as false, true, true, false, and true. And we thank you, sir. Let's go to Charlie. Speaking of YouTube, K4YDB. Good morning, Charles. Happy New Year to you.
K1BOB, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Bob. Morning to all the flyers and visitors out there. Well, a Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody had a good day or had some fireworks out last night. I know that they fired them off over here, and they ran till about 2 o'clock in the morning. But my poor little puppy, man, her bathroom was just occupied with firecrackers, so she every time I take her out, when I thought it was quiet, and then all of a sudden you'd hear a boom, and she'd tuck her tail and run right to the house. So it was 2 o'clock in the morning before I finally got her to go out. But had a good weekend with my family. We had a good time. Glad to be home, though. Did do some work down here in the shack for a little while, working on some of this stuff. Played around until everything just got blurry and boring, and so I had enough. So I'm gonna start something different today. But right now it's about 42 degrees here. We're supposed to get up to a high balmy 48 today. I do need to step out and run up to the store. It won't take me 30 minutes. But anyway, not a lot else is going to go on over here. Conditions are pretty good. I am hearing, well, I've heard everybody actually so far at this point. As far as the question goes, put me down for false on the first, and true, true. I don't know about that one, but I'll put true on that one, and then true on the last. And then as far as the movie, it has to be Barbie. I mean, 'cause my Alexa just did nothing but promote Barbie, 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 Barbie. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you, Bob. K1BOB, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, very good. This is K1BOB Net Control for the Air Force Flyers. Charlie, we got you. You still think the 380's the biggest, huh? Okay. First one's false, the rest are true. And Barbie, get your scores recorded here, Charlie. Thank you for doing YouTube as always. And no fireworks here, you guys. Heck, I just got gunshots last night. There's a new guy built a house about 700 yards away from us, across the canyon. Across the river and the state route down there, and I'm trying to decide what kind of gun he's got. It's definitely an automatic pistol. Sounds like a 40 cal, and boy, he likes to double tap and triple tap, and he did that. So we didn't get the fireworks, but I had this guy doing it up until 9:30 at night. Anyway, but we do get the fireworks on the 4th, that's without a doubt. We'll leave Charlie for now. Charlie, let's go to K0YP. That would be Doug, where it don't snow. Doug, good morning. You're up. Okay, Doug, K1BOB here. Very good. We've got your answers recorded as false, true, 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 and Barbie. All right, well, it's getting to see a lemming trend here. Let's see if it holds. Let's go out to Willie out in Belton. KJ5, Bravo Whiskey Bravo. Good morning. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
K1BOB, this is KJ5BWB. Thanks for having me in the group this morning and running the net. Yeah, I'm going to say all true. I'll just say all true. But, you know, I can't believe it. I had to Google the extra credit question, and sadly enough, Barbie was the #1 grossing movie, and it wasn't just by a little bit. So, wow, mind-blowing. We used to have good stuff on TV. You know, I'm a late 80s model, so I remember good movies coming out, good television shows. We used to have good music on the radio, and you know, now we have Barbie. So y'all enjoy the Barbie. I won't be seeing it, but yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. Seems like I haven't talked to you since last year, so I had to get on this morning. But with that, I'll send it back to you. I'm going to go outside here and clean up some of my fireworks from last night. Dogs actually did all right. They mostly just stayed inside, and they didn't freak out too much. So it was a good night. Friends and family. There's a bunch of friends and family. So Happy New Year to everyone, and we will talk to you all on Echo Link later. I won't be here for the 7-3 round, but I'll be on Echo Link. So All True, and Barbie. Back to you, Bob, from KJ4YDB.
Very good, Willie. We've got you for All True and Barbie. And a 73 to you, and we'll try to get you on Echo Links there, Willie. Thanks for joining us this morning. Let's go way up to New Jersey. WB2 JJO. That's Ray. Good morning, Ray. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
K4YDB from WB2JJO. Good morning to you, Bob, and everyone else on the net. I hope everybody had a good New Year's. It was a quiet one here for me. We're doing okay. A little QSP on the signal today. There's a Jason what you call we'll see you on the 73 round. K4YDB from WB2JJO.
Very good, Ray. Caught all of that, despite somebody that just came up next to us on frequency. WB2JJO, we've got you down for false. True, false, and true, and Barbie. Thanks, Ray, and I heard you're going to hang around. I hope we have time for a 73 round. This list has grown a little bit since I said we would. Well, we'll see what happens. We play it by ear. Thank you, sir, and a Happy New Year. And let's go out to Jim in Olive Branch, Mississippi. That's KF5. You're up, Jim.
About 60 miles south of Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, Jim. Very good. Got your answers down as false and all true after that. And Barbie. Very good. Although you wanted to say Top Gun, I get it. Jim, thank you. Let's see. Let's go Belton, Texas. That would be James. KG5. Good morning, James. You're up for the Flyers.
Well, good morning, Bob. K4YDB, KG5. We got some QRM down in the Texas last year. It's kind of interesting. Willie just texted me and said they're down at like 025 or somewhere down there below the extra band. Anyway, I'm going to go all through. Happy New Year to all the Flyers. And, Bob, I want to let you know we got a listener out there. She's a neighbor friend of mine. She's a member of our club. Her name is Megan. And she's Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Station. She is listening. And I would like to encourage her to key up and check in on the net if she wishes to do so. Anyway, good morning to all the Flyers. And I will turn it back to you, Bob, and I'll be around for 73 round nickel lane.
Okay, very good, James. Thanks for that on your friend KJ5ATC. Please give us a call. out when you can, if you wish to check in there. And I've got all true, and very good, Jim. I guess you said Barbie. I missed that part, but we'll catch you in a bit. Let's see. Let's go out to Chris in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's KS5KY. Good morning, sir. You're up for the Flyers.
Good morning, Bob. Good morning, all the Flyers. KS5KY. Good morning. Maybe that's the road you were in to follow his stand in July, so of course he celebrated at midnight Conklin. Sounded like a pretty good show. I didn't bother to get up and go work, but it's as far as the questions go,
Okay, Chris, got all that, no problems. S8 here in Idaho, and I think we copied all true. And Barbie, you can't be too wrong with that answer. You can't be very wrong at all. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for putting up with the noise. I'm starting to get it here, but we're able to filter out a lot of it. Let's go to our Vice Commander, and that would be W5OG. Good morning and a Happy New Year to you guys, Dale. K4YDB, over to you.
Okay, fine, Bob. Yeah, Happy New Year to you and everyone on the net this morning, and everyone everywhere, I guess. Oh, my goodness, a crazy world, and, these answers just kind of point that out. It seems to me like I recall something about a larger airplane, even though the concept was sort of on the way out, I think, as far as the larger aircraft, but there was something about that rings a bell. I was going to go with false on the first one, but I think I'm going to change my mind now and go true. And I hope that there's not, if you miss too many of these questions, you have to go to remedial training, I think, and I want to stay away from that if I can. So, anyway, I think 2 is true, and 3 is true. 4, stupid as it sounds, but from this bunch, you never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to say true for that. I guess all true. Just put me down for all true. Make it easy. Yeah, we enjoyed it. The New Year's Eve with we saw it end. It's going to come in whether we stay up or not, I guess. But anyway, we did enjoy getting together with the daughter and the family last night, so that was fun. And we're going to do it a little bit, I think, again today. We're going to go over there for breakfast later on. So make me one and done today there, Bob. I'm going to go ahead and check out now, and we're going to head over to the daughters here just shortly. So thank you for doing the net twice in a row there, yeoman's duty, and over and above. And we'll, as the commander there, you're already getting more than everybody else, but we'll double it. We'll make sure that we put that in for double your pay. Thanks, Bob. 7-3, everybody. Have a good New Year's. And let's see if Texas can pull that thing out with Washington this evening. That would sure be fun. I just hope that they play well, haven't taken the advantage of the month off there. So, oh my. 7-3, everybody. Have a great day. Back to you, Bob. K2S and now. What is it? K4YDB Bob. This is W5OG. Back to net. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, very good, Dale. This is K4YDB, and our vice commander has all true and Barbie. All true and Barbie. Very good, Dale. And we show you 73 today. Get on with activities there. So thanks for joining us today. Let's see. Let's go to Rancho Palos, California, and that would be Don, KD6UMC. KD6UMC. Don, good morning. You're up for the Flyers Club, sir. Okay, I thought we heard him. KD6UMC. You're up for the Flyers. Okay, nothing heard. Well, we're going to go out to Chief Frank in Louisville. N4GYY. Good morning, Chief. You're up, and a Happy New Year to you.
K4YDB and the group N4GYY. Well, Happy New Year to everybody on the net. Good question, Bob. Real good question on that. Made me think about it. I was going to go with the movie was Oppenheimer, because I knew Barbie and Oppenheimer were kind of battling it out when they were there together. But I'm going to kind of stick with the secondary lemon line and say all true, because I know somebody is out there somewhere wanting to try to outdo Airbus on the A380. So I'm going to go all true with that one, and I guess I'm going to follow in line with Barbie on that. This morning here in Louisville, we're mostly cloudy. Can't wait till the sun comes out. Supposed to in the next couple of days. With 36 degrees right now, the high is supposed to get to not 40. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to make this my last go as well. I'm kind of like Dale there. I've got an obligation. My daughter's having an open house, inviting friends and family, everybody over at their house. So right after this, I'm going to probably head that way. But I am going to listen out for the answers anyway. So I'm going to say Happy New Year to everybody. 73, and back to you by K4YDB and the net, N4GYY. Happy New Year and 73.
N4GYY. K4YDB. Excellent, Frank. I've got you for all true and Barbie. And enjoy the open house at your daughter's house. And at 73, Frank, thank you for joining us this morning, and Happy New Year to you and yours. Let's see. Let's go to Bulbury. That would be Clifford, K5PIX. Cliff, good morning. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't know there was a K in front of my W there, but anyways, no problem, Commander. I get that way sometimes myself. Well, you got a couple lemon lines there, and Chief Frank took some of my thunder away. I was going to say Oppenheimer, too, because they were in there battling. And $1.2 billion is the gross. And, I mean, the two of them were battling out. I think, it's quite, I wanted to say Oppenheimer, but everybody wants to go with Barbie. There are a lot of women out there wanting to go pink. So, but anyways, a very beautiful morning down here at 48 degrees right now. And I'm on the omnidirectional, but I'll tell you what, conditions that fell on their face, because John, KWA6LJS, with the beam pointed at him was just a 3, and usually I can hear Joe there, and he was just not there. Unfortunately, I had to use SDR, and I'm sorry for interrupting there, but we had good conditions, and all of a sudden it just fell on his face, and then of course we got a bunch of interference, so that's one reason why I went to the butternut. Maybe I can cause a little interference. Not that I really need to, but anyways, it seems like nobody really listens, and like I said, math the other day, I was wrong. I was I still say 7 and 3 is 10, not 9, but but, oh well. What can you say? But, Commander, hey, don't feel bad. I screw up pretty good, too. My trouble is W5OG. I always want to say N5OG, which is one up there. We got one up in Oklahoma. But, Megan, I know you can't hear me down here because we're only 150 miles apart, but she doesn't have the SDR, probably. Maybe she does. But anyways, good questions, Commander, and like I said, I guess I'll go all through with everybody, so there you go. And other than that, back to you. This is W5PIX, back to K4YDB, Steakhouse Bob.
Okay, Clifford, whatever you say, I don't quite understand all of that, but very good anyway. Okay, I don't know if the rumors are true, but I hear you have a Barbie doll as a foot ornament on your truck. I don't know. You don't need to admit that. Anyway, thank you, Clifford. Where do I go from here? Let's see. Looking at the list here. Let's see. We had White Horse there. That was Rich in Minnesota. I'm not sure we could hear him. KB8, OBG. Rich, you're up for the Flyers. Give it a go.
KB8, OBG up in Michigan, W5PIX, relaying.
Okay, nothing here. Let's go to W4PUO, Lee in Bellevue. Good morning, Lee. You're up, sir.
K1BOB, W4PUO. Good morning, Bob, and Happy New Year to all the Flyers this morning. We had a very nice long winter's nap. We had a couple of things on TV until about 10 p.m. here, and I didn't get up till about 8:30, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm going to say false, true, true, false, true. False, true, true, false, and true. And Oppenheimer. Now, how's that for a little bit of guesswork? Because I have no information. I didn't even check the movies. But I did enjoy Oppenheimer, and I have not seen Barbie. There's probably a couple other contenders in there, but not anything that I can recall right now. There was The Killers of the Flower Moon, which was about a 3-hour-long movie. I really enjoyed that. We saw that in Arizona when we visited our daughter out there in Phoenix not too long ago, and we were in one of those fancy rollback chairs and real relaxed and everything, and it was a very nice experience. I did not even realize that we were 2 to 3 hours into the movie. It was a very good movie. If anybody has a chance to see that one, I'd recommend it. Let's see. That's about it from Belleville, Texas, Bob, and I hope everybody has a blessed new year and prosperous and good health. W4PUO, back to net.
Okay, K1DOB with W4PUO. We've got your answer as false, true, true, false, true. I think Oppenheimer. Very good. That was a very high-grossing movie from what I heard. And I might like to see. I feel I've seen the whole movie already and all the shorts they show on YouTube and stuff. And I watched a similar movie about him. There was another one about him, but it wasn't as dramatic. We're good. Okay. Let's go to Sparky and Sparks. That'd be Carl, KF7GJO. Good morning, Sparky. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
Good morning, everybody. KF7GJO here. Well, it was 14 years ago today with the ink drying on my general ticket, and using my brand new Icom 718, I was scrolling across 20 meters and heard Boyd calling for check-ins to the Flyers Club. So, hey, somebody was talking on the brand new radio. So, the rest is history. Been around here 14 years now. Interesting question this morning. I'm probably going to get them all wrong, but number one is true. That's the Boeing MLA. There's also a possibility that it's the Boeing Composite Wing. But one or the other the FAA has given us developmental approval, I believe. Here is true. True is false. I don't remember what they were now. I just went scrolling down.
There's a net out on 290, guys.
The movie, that would be that Civil War suspense movie, Who Hit Nellie in the Bone with Clive Owen, and it starred that blonde bombshell, there's a hard spot up. So, anyways, that's my answers. I'm sticking to it, Bob, and I'll give my 73 here because you've got to run out of time. But everybody have a fantastic New Year, and we'll do this again tomorrow. K4YDB, KF7,
Okay, Carl, you got walked over on some of that. I got most all that, Carl, and you got to get out of town there. And you gave your 73. Thanks for joining us. Some characters, as John would call them, came up, and he tried to let them know, but a strong signal going right through ours, a couple of KC up. So thank you, Carl. Good to hear you there. And let's see. I know KB7LAK's out there. I'm one of our members, and I got a bunch of maybes with no club affiliations, which we haven't spoken to this morning. John, I'm going to skip ahead and go to KB7LAK, then come and get the rest. And if you'd relay for me, John, I'll hear a little bit, but not everything. I'll ask you at the end there. So let's bring up Justin, KB7LAK. Good morning, Justin. How's everything in Ogden?
Hey, good morning, Bob. Just back from Arizona. We're to head back there and receive any of the former flyers. Pretty cool food down there. That's Tank Tokyo that makes a lot in Mason. Had a great time down there, stayed warm, and back home. And no snow. So, anyway. So I did have a news that we did a snowmobile accident a couple of days ago. So we visited her in the hospital yesterday on the way back to Denver and Salt Lake. So it's a tragic situation. That is two little kids. Coma at this time. So my wife's sister gonna go visit every day. Anyway, that's real quick start off the year. Go to the substance. They're all true. I'm just gonna say they're all true, but it goes to let me line. They're all true. Enjoyable. And the Barbie movie wasn't that bad. My daughter's watched it. Oldest daughter's watched it 3 times. Took a big kid. She got through it. All went along. It was so steady. Wasn't that bad. If you think of her like Pinocchio, you'll enjoy the movie. Because she has the opportunity to instead of fish when you think about it. So, happy here to the bottom. Just kind of doing some paperwork, playing some more, get back, and appreciate the call with that. So, everybody have a great day. Happy 2024 from KB7LAK. And just get back to K4YDB in the net.
John, can you relay K4YDB?
Yeah, I couldn't hardly hear him. He's not coming in locally, and then some character was tuning up again on the top end. I didn't get his answers. Over.
Okay, thank you, John. Yeah, same here. Justin, sorry we couldn't get all that, but I appreciate you checking in today. It's just not working this close to you, and John's having a hard time too out in California. So let me get the rest here, and we're looking for James in Somerton, Tennessee. KB8, KEI, are you there? If so, you're up. Nothing heard. Let's go for Martin in Benton. Martin, KC1 2KQ. Are you there? You're on NetLogger. Okay. Well, there's Megan in Temple, Texas. KJ5AGP. Good morning, ma'am. You're up for the Flyers. Any comments?
Hey, good morning, Mayor. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for my friend KG5TTE James for inviting me to tune in. This is Megan in Texas. Just saying hello. I'll be clear. KJ5AGP.
Okay, well, thank you for checking in, Megan. Good to have you there. That was KJ5AGP. I know you probably didn't hear everything this morning, but I appreciate you making the effort to say hi. We start every day at 1600 on 14290. If you wish to join us on the Air Force Flyers Club, I appreciate you checking in today. Well, I've got one more on the list. Let's give it a try. That's Eric in Madison, Georgia. Whiskey Zero, Romeo Lima Yankee. Eric, you're up. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go kind of back to the top where we missed John in Arizona, and that's W7AJN. W7AJN. John, you're up for the Flyers. I guess he got called away. I always hear him. Did I miss anybody on the list this morning? This is K4YDB for the Air Force Flyers. Have we missed anybody inadvertently that was on this morning's list? Okay, I guess not. Well, let me give the answer to today's questions. I know you're all waiting on this. There was only one false answer, so if you answered all true, well, you passed the test. The first one was the Airbus 380 may be the largest commercial jet, but something far larger is taking to the skies with approval from the FAA for flight testing already. And, well, earlier this fall, a California startup embarked on a test flight of its new airship. I didn't say it was an aircraft. I didn't specify. I just said it was taken to the skies. Okay, maybe that was a hook there. It flies with the help from 13 helium bags, a dozen electric motors, and 4 fin rudders. Pathfinder 1 exited its hangar at Moffett Field near Palo Alto, California in early November. After years of development, it's beginning the next phase of its life cycle, outdoor flight testing. Far larger than the biggest passenger jets, the airship measures a whopping 408 feet in length, and for context, an A380 jet is only 239 feet long. Okay, question 2. That was regarding the SpaceX missions that took off last week. One was a Heavy Falcon. They were both Heavy Falcon rockets carrying the U.S. military's secretive X-37B, and yep, it did. It carried the X-37B up into space for God knows how long, and nothing is said about its missions package. You can only wonder about that. So that was true. So 1 was true. Statement 2 was true. Statement 3, that was true. One of the SpaceX Falcon 9 boosters from that launch last week tipped over after landing on its drone barge while being transported back to Cape Canaveral due to the high waves and turbulent winds that they've been having down there. So that was true. Answer 4, well, I'll skip ahead. Answer 5 was true. The first large underwater drone was delivered to the Navy this year after a series of successful sea tests. This is an autonomous drone which can be put to sea for months at a time. It uses lithium batteries and a diesel generator to self-charge itself. It has the ability to surface, or just about surface, put up a portable data link antenna and talk back to satellites, transmit data, then go back down and go where it goes, groping around the world underneath the water. That was answer 5, and that was true. Most of you got that right. Number 4, well, that was false. A few of you said it was true, and I guess I hooked you on that one. The Joint Information and Communications Warfare Command was announced in late 2023 at a closed Joint Chiefs meeting. There I said it, or authoritatively. Authoritatively. This new joint command will report to the Secretary of Defense and will have responsibilities. Doo-dah, exploitation, satellite stuff. It was all bogus, I got a few of you on that one. So everyone did well today. And yes, the answer was Barbie today. And I think Oppenheimer is maybe number 2. I guess folks had enough of Tom Hanks, so it's kind of more of the same there. So those were the answers today. You know what? We don't have time to go through a final round, but I will open it up for any last final comments. And then I'm going to close down here. We had a big list, 29 of which most of those checked in this morning. So with that, I'm going to open it up here. And just ask for any final comments. So just come with your call sign, please, and give your comment, and we'll move on to the next one. This is K4YDB, or if you have any questions, this is K4YDB. Any comments, please come now. Call sign. Okay, anybody for the Air Force Flyers that has a comment? I am going to close down the net a little bit early because we won't be able to go through everybody. And we've had a lot of people go 73 already. Any final comments?
Yes, W5PIX. I want to apologize to everybody. Happy New Year. And I didn't hear the answer because I was outside. We're trying to work on a roof there.
Okay, Clifford, W5PIX. There was only one false one, and that was number 4 was false, and Barbie was correct. Number 4, that was a Joint Information Command, Warfare Command, that I made up. But all the rest were true. So does that answer your question, Clifford?
That answers it, sir. I do appreciate that, and everybody have a very good day, and I guess I won't be on Echo Link, because I'm going to be out here working with my son. We're trying to work on our deck there to put a little tent up to stop some rainwater from coming in, and anyways, all right, catch y'all later. 7 trees, W5PIX. We're going to be going that way also.
Okay, and thanks for the reminder. We will be on Echo Link, and I've got Echo Link on now, and I see a bunch of folks on there already, so we will be on Echo Link. Are there any other comments for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net before I get another tuner-upper on me? Any other comments? Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. People aren't hearing us. Really crowding us around this morning. I'm getting beat up. That's part of the reason getting off early here. Anyway, this is K4YDB for the Air Force Flyers Club Net on this New Year's Day. Thank you, everybody, for participating, and have a great day. K4YDB, relinquishing the frequency.
KB7LAK, WA6LJS.